Are you ready, Steve?
Yeah. Oh, wait a second.
Do you want to try him again? Do you want to try him again today, or should I?
You do it today. You do it today.
All right.
I'll do them.
Today's show. Are you going to try it, Dan?
Yeah, I'll try it.
All right, here we go. Recon Texas first.
Good morning, everyone. This show today is brought to you by Recon Tex in Springfield. They're at the corner of 8th and Black, and they will make your car look and smell like brand new. Give them a call at 217-670-1132. Get a 3, 5, or 7-year coating on your vehicle. You can get your windows tinted. You can get a stereo put in. You can get a remote start if you need it. Although I don't know who needs it in the summertime unless you want to turn your air on, but call Recon Tex. They can do it all for you.
Love it. That number again?
217-670-1132.
And
we're brought to you by Just Beds, the Yawn Exterminators. They're in Montvale Plaza. I don't remember the address, but it's 217-698-6179.
3120.
3120 Montvale. I knew I had a 3 in it. But go in there and see them and tell them you want to sleep in Ray's bed, and they will come and scoot D over and let you try it out. Pick out a mattress that suits you, and then just leave. They will load it up. They will take it to your house. They will take your old bed apart, put your new bed in, and then if your old bed is gross, they will stick it in Steve's yard with his current collection. That's Just Beds, your Yawn Exterminators.
Very nice. That's how it's done, Steve. Did you hear that? That's how it's done. That's how you do those live advertisements, my man.
Son of a bitch is using a napkin, not a shirt.
I'll be damned.
Good job, Steve.
Well, he gave up on the Hawaiian shirts, didn't he?
No, I didn't give up on him. I just wanted to take a little break.
He probably can't find them because I hung them up in the closet.
Exactly. I thought, where the fuck are they at? Where'd the bag go?
So all you have to do is go to the closet and grab a shirt off of the hanger, and you'd have one. And you're that lazy, you can.
Well, yeah.
Yep. Steve, we're gonna have to get together on this. Next time you wear Hawaiian, I'm gonna wear one of mine.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
I wish I had. I don't have any Hawaiian shirts.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I had one.
I'll get some over for you.
You what?
I can send some over for you.
Well, I want to buy my own when I lose enough weight.
Yeah, don't buy any now. It'd be a waste of money.
Yeah. I know. I want to get some. I want my surgery. I'm ready. I'm ready for the surgery. I'm ready to get things going. Oh, well.
It sounds to me like the mental workup before the surgery is worse than anything afterwards, because you're just, I want it done. Let's get it taken care of. Yeah, it just, I don't know. I've
got everything, I've handled it. I'm ready. Oh, well, we'll see what's going to happen. I don't know when the surgery is going to be. All I know is I'm now preparing for my wife to leave.
It'll be okay.
Worried about how I'm going to stay alive.
Dude, why are you so worried about that, dude?
Well,
you can't fucking cook for yourself. You can't get your own underwear out of the drawer.
Well, I don't. Of course, I get my clothes out of the drawer, but
do you do your own laundry?
No, I don't do my own laundry. No. Mm-mm.
Do you do your own laundry, Steve?
No, Steve doesn't do his own laundry. He just leaves his dirty laundry laying around his house. He doesn't know. He doesn't do his laundry.
Why would you take laundry advice from him? He clearly doesn't know how to do it, or he'd be doing it already.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
That was the wrong choice, Belong. That was the wrong choice.
You should not have used that for an example.
I didn't. Although, guys, it's getting closer. It's getting closer. I was actually in the bedroom the other day, counting out the quarters, how many loads I could do, and I think I got a system all figured out. I think I got a system. I think I'm gonna, like I have my basket. My basket's almost full. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the other clothes that are just hack around clothes. Those are clothes I don't wear out in public, or towels and sheets and shit like that. And I'm gonna put basically the same amount in 2 garbage bags. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all on my little walker. And I'm going to walk all 3 loads down there. And then I'm going to dump 1 load in and get it going. And then I'm going to come down. And then when I switch, I'm just going to keep putting them. I'm going to tie up the fucking the laundry room for the whole fucking day. That's just I'm gonna because that's why I didn't do it before, because I had to walk down and then walk back and then walk down. I thought, well, if I just put the same amount of clothes in 2 different, like, just say, oh God, here comes the goddamn cat. 2 different garbage bags. I know your claw's stuck. I can't help it. And then, oh, please, Milk Dud. Why Milk Dud? I've totally lost my train of thought.
Your train of thought.
Stop it.
Real.
Yeah, that's okay, because you know what I call bullshit.
Bullshit. Yeah.
None of this is going to happen.
It was all a good story. But
the last time we saw pictures, he had 4 piles of dirty laundry in his bedroom.
Yeah, but he says his basket is.
Last time we saw what was going on.
Now, I don't have 2 now. So that's good.
Really? And you're somehow going to get ahead on laundry. And you're asking me.
I'm not good. Yeah, I'm going to figure it out. I figured it out.
If my wife ends up having to stay longer, she can call me and say, hey, honey, here's how I want you to do laundry. And I would listen and I could do it. Here's the problem. I could do it, and I could do it for free. We have our own washer and dryer in our home. Unlike you, who constantly complains about the cost of it.
Well, how about this? How about I just load it all up? How about I load all mine up and come over to your house and do it at your house?
Yeah, do your laundry at Steve's, and while your clothes are washing, go out and mow his yard.
Yeah. I want to see him mow the lawn.
Yeah.
I want to see him mow the lawn.
Oh, I don't know.
The front part would be okay.
Know.
Once you got around to that hill in the back, I think it'd all be over. We need to get that on video.
And he'd be laying down. He'd be laying down the little drainage thing they have back there.
Yeah. It's that 5S 5K thing.
He'd go through the fence.
I do.
He'd be in the neighbor's yard.
5S 5K thing.
The 5S Fat K.
5K thing.
Welcome to the 5S Fat K.
I started walking like a fucking hour before Christina and Danny started walking, and they caught up to me before I was halfway there. So
yeah, I went and parked. I loaded up the car. I went and parked the car, and took off for the finish line party. And as I rounded the corner, Steve was just clear of the finish line.
Oh, I know. I saw the picture that Christina took of him clearing the finish line. Good Lord. And then he had a blast, though, at the party.
That was probably the first time in his life he's ever finished after everyone else. Usually he finishes first.
Good old Steve Areno. He had a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Christina, how was your birthday yesterday?
It was good. I had a good day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she had to listen to me whine all day about being sick, but it wasn't bad.
Other than that, it was good. Got some nice gifts, and then Gabriel had his little spring concert last night, and it was so cute. He was bouncing off the walls. He was so excited.
What did he have? He had a concert?
Their spring, what do you call it? Spring musical.
Yeah,
They sang songs.
Spring sing fling or some
Yeah.
shit.
And he was singing and
hmm
enjoying himself.
Yeah, it was all the first grade, kindergarten and first graders.
Oh wow! So what was he singing?
Some animal song.
Yeah, it was an animal theme. They did like some chicken rap and a wolf song.
Yeah, he was getting into the wolf song because you have to have claws and you got to have teeth, and he was getting into it.
And it was funny because when I went to pick him up after the concert, and she's like, his teacher was there waiting. She's like, Gabriel won't sing in class in front of people, but last night, I mean, he was a big ham.
Yeah.
Like he was all into it, so animated and just singing as loud as he could. It was adorable.
So you enjoyed watching him perform.
Well, yeah.
That was your Christmas gift, was watching him perform.
Birthday gift.
Oh yeah, your birthday. Sorry,
Yeah,
your birthday gift was watching him perform. How nice.
it's adorable.
I'd be upset. I'd be like, "That's a pretty crappy gift. Where's my good gift?"
She got the good gifts already.
Did you get a cake or anything?
Okay.
I'm gonna make a cake.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for not eating cake. Good way to go.
Well, I would have ate it if I had one.
So you're saying that no one got you a cake? I thought Steve was going to make you a cake.
He probably did and ate the motherfucker.
That's what happens when
I'll
Steve
make
makes
one
cake.
for you. Send me one.
He's going to make one just like he did for Lori when he was dating her. He made a cake for her.
Yeah. Eat it and shit all over.
Oh my goodness.
I was in no condition yesterday to try to make cakes. Hell, I tried to make oatmeal.
I hate when milk does up like this because I can't
You can't see the chat?
see the chat room because it's
Stay there, kitty.
Milk duds, stay.
Stay there, kitty.
Stay.
Yeah, I tried to make oatmeal. Tried to make oatmeal yesterday and damn near killed us all. Like the oatmeal bowl boiled over, splattered the whole
goddamn.
inside of the
Oh.
microwave.
Still don't know how he did
Thank
that.
you.
So because it was Christina's birthday, you figured, well, I'm going to make breakfast. And you even screwed that up.
She was already on the show when I got up.
Yeah.
So
See,
I'm not gonna bother. I need something, because I have a really bad sore throat. I need something my sore throat can handle. So I put the oatmeal in and apparently hit the wrong button. And I go to get it out to stir it, and it's everywhere.
Oh boy. See, my wife, like on Christmas Day and her birthday and our anniversary, she still does all the cooking and stuff. And I've tried to make stuff for her before, and she goes, it's a bigger mess. So she goes, I'll cook. Just let me cook on our days, because all I end up doing is I have to clean up your mess that you made, and it just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just
I
easier.
realized that before.
Leave it to us.
Yeah, I can cook.
I realize
and I can clean
that-
up for myself.
Well, we see now a photo of how your oatmeal looked.
Yeah.
When you went to get it yesterday. Good Lord, this looks terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my
I
God.
can certainly tell you. I can certainly tell you one thing. I hope. Oh goddamn! I hope you clean that up, Dan. Because I can tell you from experience, my cleaning lady doesn't clean the inside of my microwave.
Mhm.
And that's why
Oh,
I
is that
asked
why-
her to.
That's why you want to fire her, because that's why you want to fire
I
her.
don't want to fire her. I just.
Dirty
I'm
microwave.
just saying. Oh, here comes the cat again.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. I ended up scooping out what was left and
Oh,
putting it in a new bowl. I threw that bowl in the sink. I took the tray out of the microwave and washed it.
Oh, good. Well, at least you cleaned the mess.
Right.
There's a problem.
I
It's
would
in a
have
square bowl.
Steve's. He would have left it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to put square dishes in the microwave. They don't heat properly. They heat at the corners and they don't heat in the center. You're supposed to use round dishes so it heats properly.
I don't even know how you ended up getting it on the bottom of. I mean, it just looks ridiculous.
It went over the edge and ran down, I guess.
I mean, what would you have to do to look at that? Good Lord!
You put it on like 20 minutes or what?
I don't know. I must have hit the surface of the sun button.
Because as many times as I've made oatmeal, that's never happened.
How long does it take to heat up oatmeal like that?
About half of what I use there in that picture.
I'm just saying, when my wife makes me oatmeal, when she makes me oatmeal, she doesn't use the microwave. Oh, like some hillbilly.
Oh my God.
Oh, heaven forbid. No.
Well, how about this? Next time I'm in the mood for oatmeal, I'm going to text Dee and have her come over and make it for me.
Just saying that I am fortunate enough. My wife heats it up on the stove in a pot. And that's how we don't put it in the microwave. Good Lord. And that's how she'll make a cream of wheat or oatmeal or any of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, this was the instant oatmeal designed to be made with just hot tap water, but I don't like the tap water, so I put bottled water in, and then I microwaved it, and that's what happened. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
I will eat that kind of oatmeal. They make grits that do that too, but I won't eat those unless I absolutely have to. Grits you have to make for real or don't bother.
I like them. I'm going to have oatmeal today.
Oh, well. You're going to what? I couldn't even understand what Steve said.
He said he might have oatmeal today.
Thank you, Dan.
Oh.
We'll make sure it doesn't explode.
I know mine never explodes. I know 2 minutes.
Well, I did a minute, and then I stirred it. And then I thought I did another minute, but I must have hit, I don't know, 2, 5, something.
Yeah.
And then I left the room, and I come back and open the door, and it looked like
and it looked like an explosion had happened. Well, yeah. Sorry to hear that, Dan. No, I wouldn't even know how to make. I don't know how to make, but I know that my wife makes it in a pot. You know.
Yeah. For real oatmeal, you oats and water, and you boil it, and then turn the heat off, put the lid on, and add sugar and milk.
I like rice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love rice. Sometimes
I like rice. My wife doesn't make. She won't make rice in the microwave or any of that stuff either. That minute rice stuff. She makes real.
Rice is. I actually prefer steamed rice over anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when you boil it, it takes the flavor and the nutrients away.
Thank you. I think, just like when I say, canned frosting is disturbing. When women use canned frosting, I think it means they don't love their family. I think it means you do not love your family, your husband or child or whatever you have going on, or your wife, or you just don't love your family if you're using canned frosting.
Maybe you don't have the skill to make your own or the money to make your own.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't have the skills.
I just find it disgusting.
I am not a cake. I'm not a cake maker. Like I probably, if you give me a box cake, I can follow the directions and it'll happen. You'll get a cake. I'm a pretty good cake decorator. I'm just not that good at making cakes. She made my birthday cake from scratch, and she made the peanut butter frosting from scratch.
Let me ask you: was it delicious?
It was.
Did it taste better than it would have if she would have bought some prison cake from a county market or a Walmart or something? And was it better than any canned frosting bullshit?
Ray, it tasted like love.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Now,
I know that
said that,
some people hate when I say that. I know some people disagree with me when I say that, but I'm just saying, if you use canned frosting, you don't love your family. You don't love, Irene says that's 100% proven. She says canned frosting not acceptable, no love. Yeah, I'm telling you, you have to undergo some difficulty. And by the way, frosting is not that hard to make. For all frosting takes is butter, some confectionate sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, powdered sugar.
Same thing.
Corey says it's not the sugar. Or he says it's not love, it's real sugar. That's why it tastes so good.
Yeah. And, it use those, then you get some kind of flavoring. I prefer almond extract.
Oh.
But you can use vanilla extract or almond extract or whatever. And, that's how you make it. It's very simple. That's a simple frosting. But then there are other recipes depending on what type you're making. Well, Christina made homemade frosting.
Yeah, homemade peanut butter frosting. It took like almost a whole jar of peanut butter to make it. It was good. Karen says she made a carrot cake for her husband.
Who first commented that what I said was horseshit. She said the last time I made a cake was last year for my hubby's birthday. I made a carrot cake with cream cheese frosting, all homemade. It was really good. Yes. And wasn't it fantastic? It was fantastic, wasn't it, Karen? I bet your husband was so happy. I bet he gave it to you really good.
Oh, good Lord.
If she'd made that for me, I'd have been mad for making a carrot cake. Don't go putting fucking vegetables in my dessert.
Knock it off. I love carrot cake.
Don't put vegetables in my dessert, and I won't put ice cream in your salad. How's that?
I tell you. And Holly says red velvet. Oh, yeah. Red velvet.
Yeah. And Ray, you said you don't eat prison cake?
Yes.
The picture we just sent determined that was a lie.
Really?
Yeah.
I won't eat cake from grocery stores. I'm just not a fan of it.
Bullshit.
And then when I do, it's just not good. Here's a picture of me eating some, and you can tell in my face it's not good. Here, this is a picture of Christina's party when I was trying to eat the prison cake. Look at my face. Look how unhappy I am. Look at that face. It just tasted terrible. Ugh.
Do I really have to eat this shit? I guess I should.
You do have a...
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm so By the way, that's about all I ate of that cake. I was just like, oh, this is terrible. And look at that. Look at how unpleased I am in that photo. Yeah. And I tried to eat that prison cake. I was being held captive in that.
Yeah, your wife's standing. Your wife's standing right next to you, not letting you out till you finish it.
Yeah, it was horrible. Karen says, Ray, have you had cupcakes from Small Cakes? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I have had cupcakes. I can't eat a whole one anymore, but I have had Small Cakes cupcakes, and they're very good, Karen. Yeah, those are very good. I had they have a cupcake called Wedding Cake. That's really good. And then I had another one from there. So yeah, I like I do like small cakes a lot.
One year for Veterans Day, I travel around town and get all the freebies that they're offering to veterans on Veterans Day, and we stopped one place for dinner, and in the line to get to the restaurant, there was a Small Cakes people handing out certificates for a free small cake. And I grabbed a couple of those, and they were, I don't remember. One was red velvet, which I'm not a fan of. I don't care who makes it. I would much rather not eat it. I would rather eat a turd. And the other one, I think, was German chocolate, and it was pretty fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I think small cakes Their cupcakes are very good. I just can't eat.
Yeah.
I can't eat a lot of cupcakes. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it's called small cakes, but those things
And
are
I have
huge. They're
I have to eat it with a fork.
Yeah.
I can't hold it and eat it. It's too much. So, yeah. Yeah, and Holly says she once made a wedding cake for her brother's wedding, and she made it with real buttercream ice cream, real buttercream, and all
Ice
that
cream?
stuff.
Yeah.
She meant icing, but
Yeah.
yeah, and there's a secret to it. Absolutely. And Tyler said, "How much weight have I lost since that photo?" Oh,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, you can tell.
In that photo, I was nearing 600 pounds, I think.
Yeah. And you almost totally concealed Amanda.
Yeah, but that also was, I had that haircut that made me look.
Oh yeah,
That
that's your
was
Razy O'Lidle haircut.
Yeah, that's my Kim Jong-un look, I think. Yeah.
Ray Jong Il.
Yeah, Ray Jong-il or whatever the hell. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, but I'll tell you, small cakes is good. I still haven't had that cookie place.
Crumble cookie.
Yeah, haven't had any of that. So
Maybe I'll bring you one sometime.
Yeah,
while he's gone.
They're good, but I don't know if the good justifies the price.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's nice when you go in and order your cookie at the little kiosk.
Yeah.
They go and top and decorate your cookie right then. Like they have the
Oh,
base.
really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have the bases already made. When you order, they go and top it right then and there. So you're getting fresh toppings.
No, Tyler. He keeps telling me to check my messenger.
Yeah,
I am
no.
not opening anything from your ass.
Puddin keeps talking about Cookie Puss and Fudgy the Whale. I don't know what the hell that means.
What?
That's out east. Those are out east. They have Cookie Puss and Fudgy the Whale, like ice cream cakes and stuff. Tyler sent a here. Look at this. I don't know if you guys could read this.
No, we can't.
The yellow you can't read. You can't read the yellow, Tyler.
Pick a different.
It has to
pick
be a different font color.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't.
Now
read
he's sending it to me.
I wouldn't trust him.
Yeah, but you can't read the yellow, Tyler. I'm telling you, this is why I didn't play this photo.
If you zoom in, it says, "I made you a cake."
That's not funny.
I made you a cake, but I ate it and it's in the toilet now. It was fudge, so it's all brown.
Yeah, I can't. You can't read it. It's too. The yellow does not match on the white.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We appreciate the thought behind it, but change your font color.
The cake my wife made for my birthday, I finally got in. When was it? My birthday was in October, but I didn't get the cake until, was it March maybe?
Oh, wow.
Oh, is that when she finally remembered that she has someone at home and she didn't have to stay at her daughter's house?
Yeah, it was sometime around then. But the cake, it was very good. The cake was very good. Yeah, it was delicious. By the way, I see that Christina is plugging the meet and greet she's doing this weekend.
Oh,
It says meet and greet this Saturday, 6 p.m. at Motorhead's Bar and Grill on Toronto Road. Please let Christina know if you are attending.
We're going to get there early.
Christina,
We're going
you know I love you, but I shall not attend a meet and greet at Motorhead's.
Mm-hmm. I figured as much.
Well, the other place we wanted to book kept telling me they'd call me back, and they never called me back. So we ended up at Motorhead's. We're going to get there early, and we're going to secure a large section with low top tables.
Yeah, and that's why we need to know who's attending so we can give them a number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause they
So
won't
I
let
hope
us
lots
make
of people go, and I hope a lot of people go.
I love their food.
But here's the deal. I can't, when I go, I can't eat much. You know what I mean? So I don't know,
Right.
So we could always
Did
split
the
a
doctor
plate.
give you the kids menu card? A lot of bariatric
No, I wish
patients.
I would.
You should have gotten one.
They
It
should
allows you
give
to
you a
eat off
card.
the kids menu.
Oh no. Uh-uh.
I still have mine.
Yeah, that
somewhere.
way you can order off the kids menu and they won't complain. You give them that bariatric card and you pay kids menu prices and get a kids meal that you can probably eat some of.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I should have gotten that.
Yeah, they were supposed to give it to you.
Yeah, because like I told you, my wife and I went to dinner at Chesapeake, which I love, but we ordered appetizer,
Oh, that was
and
And that-
we got the shrimp DiGiorno appetizer, and that's what I had, and it was fabulous. But I can't eat anything more than that, you know what I mean? So when I go to a place, I get an appetizer, and that's my meal.
Yeah, you get one of these.
Yeah, I never got one.
You've had abdominal surgery. You must eat very small meals of about half a cup of food. Please allow our patient to order small portions from the child's menu.
They should have given you one.
We don't go out to eat enough to get one, you know?
Yeah. Well, that doesn't cost you anything. They just give it to you. Kelly says she has one
Yeah.
because there's no sense in paying adult menu prices if you're not going to eat it all.
Well, like I get a full meal for my wife, and then I eat off of her plate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Johnny's back. Hey, Johnny's back again. Johnny was a big
Hey.
listener of Peoria. He says, Ray, we need to call a celebrity for an interview so we can call in and refer to them as a different person with the same name, which we used to do all the time in Peoria and would make celebrities crazy. Or I could send Steve out and hide him somewhere and have us find him like we did Jim the photographer. That's a great idea.
Well, Johnny, there's a problem with that. Steve doesn't leave his house, so if you go to find him, he'll be in his chair. He'll be easy to find.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. We should hide the recliner with him in it,
Yeah.
and then see if you can find
I
recliner
know.
with Steve.
Wouldn't it be great to put a recliner on the side of some street in Central Illinois and just have Steve hanging out there all day?
Just have him sit there waving at people
Yeah. How you doing?
with a
He'll be driving
PS4
like one.
controller in his hand.
Yeah.
There's a fat guy with a bunch of flies buzzing around him.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be
Recliner
funny as
Steve.
hell.
Lazy boy Steve. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Have him sit at the stoplight and just wave at people.
I could go sit at the stop sign at free contact.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
Out
Sit
there
there
on
at the
9th
corner of
Street.
sit at the corner of 8th and Black.
Yeah.
Well, their parking lot's on 9th Street, but yeah, sit right there at that corner and wave at everybody on 9th Street. That'd be great.
Mhm.
I'm sure Recon would love that advertisement.
Yeah.
I'll be damn. I would love to put him on different in a recliner somewhere
Yeah, we need to make this
somewhere
happen.
in Central Illinois. Oh my
It's
God.
Central Illinois.
Or we should, next time we have a parade, we should just put Steve on a recliner
Oh my
during
Yeah.
the parade and just have him kick back on the recliner, waving at people. And he won't be throwing candy; he'll just be eating it.
He'll be wanting people to throw candy at him.
And we'll be yelling at him to throw the candy, but he'll be like, "Nope, eating Tootsie Rolls."
We're doing it.
That's what he'll be doing.
Oh,
We're doing it. For the next break, we're going to have recliner Steve.
Oh,
in the parade.
good Lord.
Good old disgusting Steve. Good old disgusting Steve. I'd love to see recliner Steve. Could you imagine saying, "All right, go find recliner Steve. First person to find him is going to win." Blah blah blah. We did this thing once. I did this thing once in Peoria, and we had a guy named Pete McMurray on our show, and he still talks about. We still talk. Last time I talked to him, we talked about this. And there was this one time, Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses were coming to Chicago or St. Louis or somewhere. So this would have been around 91, 92. And Lamb and I told Pete, we said, just go downtown and we're gonna have people do something for you to give them tickets. He goes, okay. So we did this segment called Pete on the Street. And I sent him down to this area, and we used to have meetings so we knew in advance before what was going on. But on this particular day, I said, I'll tell you when you get down there. He goes, what is it? And I said, I'll tell you when you get down there. And so he went down there, and he was expecting us to, come up with some elaborate plan. But I knew what the plan was before I sent him down there. And when he got down there, I said, okay, everybody, here you go. Pete's down on the street, and he's got an envelope and he was told that the tickets were in the envelope. And I said, but we got the tickets here. And we said, the first person to bring us Pete's pants, the first person to bring us his pants are going to get tickets. And he was downtown Peoria, and literally a bunch of lunatics showed up and started chasing him. And he was running away from them because he didn't want to give his pants up. He was running away, and these guys caught him, and they pulled his pants off. And then he was just, and they brought him back to the station, and he was just down there in his underwear. He was so pissed off at me. I think it was the most mad he's ever been. Because these guys brought his pants back to the radio station, and that's who we gave the Guns N' Roses tickets to.
Yeah.
And then he had to, but here's the thing. We didn't realize Lamb and I thought he would just fall down and say, okay, you guys got me.
Right.
No, he ran from them. So and eventually they were going to catch him. And when they caught him, they pantsed him. And he was blocks away from the car. And he had ran I don't know what direction he had run in, but he was really pissed because when it was all over, he had to walk back. And the whole thing is he didn't have anything on, so he had to get he had to borrow I don't know if he borrowed a blanket or a jacket or what the hell. He ended up having to cover himself with something because I don't know if he wasn't wearing underwear or what the hell he was wearing, but it was so embarrassing for him. This was like from 1991, I think.
Wow.
He was so pissed off at us. It was a great bit, but Pete was really pissed off. He was really pissed off at me when this happened. So
yeah, well, that gives me an idea.
Yeah,
we
did the same thing with Jim the photographer. Remember, we sent Jim down and we said, "All right, first person to kidnap Jim and bring him back to the radio station is going to win." And we sent Jim in downtown Springfield. And we were giving something big away, maybe Metallica tickets. And we said, first person to kidnap him wins the tickets. And somebody showed up and they went up and grabbed him, duct taped him, threw him in their trunk, and brought him back to the radio station. And then let him out of their trunk. And that's who we gave the tickets to. And Jim was really pissed that we made that, the reason to win the tickets. So we've done these stunts before.
We need to have Steve sitting in his recliner holding the prize, and the first person to get to Steve's apartment and take Steve's underwear that he's currently wearing gets the prize. we need photographic evidence that they're actually taking the ones he's wearing and not out of the drawer.
Yeah, we should have we should do a contest once where first person to break into Steve's house and steal blah 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 wins.
Steal.
That would be something.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, they can steal a laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pillow.
Because the buildings, they would have to know when, like, Billy was outside or some time, so the door wouldn't be locked. Otherwise, I would have to unlock the door.
There are
We'll
ways.
tell
and
him to
that
go
would
find
be-
Shelly.
I've been in your building before without a key, Steve.
Yeah.
It can
Really?
be done. Yes.
All you got to do is wait for one of those people to go out because they all go out there and smoke.
Nope.
If Shelly goes out there and smokes, you just wait and go into the door that way.
Hey, Steve.
Or wait for Big Titty Bev to take the dog out, or
Mm-hmm.
there's always people in and out.
Hey, look at me and my titties. Look at me and my titties. Walking the dog.
Hey, no, see,
She's out there. She's out there walking the dog. She needs to put her puppies on a leash because them things keep getting away.
Oh,
Oh, hey, buddy, it's Barb. It's Barb. It's Barb. These are my titties.
that's about right.
see, that's-
Hey, I'm Barb. I'm just walking the dog. Don't mind my titties.
see, they
That's
can
about
prop-
it too.
see, they can prop the front door open. There was a foot thing on the door.
Look how
they
big
can
this
prop-
shirt is.
We can't do that. Although I've noticed somebody has put a brick outside so we can prop our door open too. So I don't have any reason to prop because I don't prop it. See, all these other people, they lock their inside door. I don't lock my inside.
Brady once
just
told
thought-
me, Brady once said, if you open your window or something, that he said he could get into your house if your
they can
window's
probably
open.
definitely- Yeah, they can definitely
He said
probably
from
get
the porch,
into
they
my
can
house
get from
now.
the porch into your window.
Yeah. Oh,
That
well,
you could
now
break
if you,
into your.
if you came in my open window now, you'd be right on my fucking recliner. So
Yeah.
Well, that one
I
day
do.
we went over there to. I don't remember what we were going there for, but Steve wasn't answering his phone. He wasn't responding, and we didn't have a key. So I went around to the backside and I got his window open and I was yelling through the window. Yeah, I'd climbed halfway in the window. I was yelling for Steve to make sure he wasn't dead.
Because I remember when Brady said you could get into Steve's house going through that window, and
Yeah.
it's always stuck with me. So I've
we
never
have
been
new
there.
windows now.
You got new windows now?
Yeah, we have, but I think they'd be just as easy to get.
Yeah.
Because the other windows they had the screens caulked and everything else. This one you just pop the screens out and move them, whatever.
We should do something where somebody has to break into Steve's house one day.
Little light being.
Of course, I don't know what the hell the process. First person to bring us Steve's shirt or whatever would win.
Bring a Steve sex pillow back there.
Yeah, you got to break in and steal it.
Get a detail free contact. Talk to Derek.
Good old Steve. But you never know. Like, if he's not answering the door, he could be whacking it or something. Oh, imagine the horror walking in and seeing
Well,
that.
The proper way is Christina and Dan know how to come in my apartment, and my landlord knows how to come in my apartment the proper way. I think that's why they moved. When I was in the hospital, they moved my apartment all around. I think that's why they moved my chair to the other side so I could see who was coming in the door.
Yeah.
But before I couldn't see who was coming in the door until you were already in the door. So if you didn't flicker the light, I'd be standing there just pulling on it, and you'd be whoa.
Oh,
I'd rather walk in on him dead than walk in on him.
That happened. That
Yanking
happened
his
one
wood.
time. That happened one time when Robin was over here, and we were, and Shelly walked in.
Oh. Shelly walked in when you were making out with that beast, Robin. Oh.
She goes, I'm sorry.
I cannot imagine. Good Lord.
Hey, Steve, how come you won't touch my vagina like that?
Yeah, you let me come here and take turns touching my vagina. Hi, Steve. What are you doing?
Nothing, Shelly.
What are you doing with your tongue?
Nothing, Shelly.
Why are you putting it in that fat lady's face? What are you doing, Steve?
How's old Robin doing?
I guess she's doing good.
You
I've
still
talked
talk
to
to
her
her,
a few.
Steve?
I messaged her. I don't. She has odd sleeping hours, so I don't ever know that. She did. She actually did message me the other day. I think it's because she saw Christina bring me home from the fat ass 5K, and so she said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear your truck's still not running." I'm like, "Fuck, bitch, where the fuck you been? It's been fucking a dance house for 2 months."
How soon before it gets fixed? But are you still waiting on that part, Dan?
Yeah.
Well, still,
I have-
of course, you're
I have all of the parts except for the one that we really need, and it's out of stock and on back order. So I can the other two parts that I already have, I can put them on, but it wouldn't do us any good. They're not necessary. They just needed to be replaced.
Right.
But the one that should, in theory, make it run right again is the one that's on back order.
You know who you should have talked to? Shanner. Talked to old Shanner and got a good old used part off of a
Oh yeah, that would have worked out well.
junkyard.
You don't put on used sensors. It doesn't do you any good.
Oh, it's a sensor thing.
Yeah.
Put on a used door.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's just a door, but a sensor, it might be good right now, but because it's used, it could be bad tomorrow.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I haven't talked to Shaner since Steve got that door from him.
I haven't any need to. Although if I needed to, I would.
Did you not pay for that door or something? Maybe he's not talking to me because Steve owes him money or something. I don't know.
No. I took him the old door. That was the agreement. He got me a door, and I had to bring the old door back.
But did
you got the door for free? So you got the door for free, and you gave him an old shitty door that didn't work.
Yeah,
no wonder he wanted. Oh my god.
Well, he probably had to have it.
Adds weight to scrap.
Yeah, he had to make weight at the scrap yard. So if you take a door off, you're taking a bunch of weight off the car, and you don't get as much money for it. So he probably just took Steve's old door and threw it in the back of the whatever truck he was scrapping, just to make weight.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Shana. I should talk to him again. I gotta reach out and find him, see what's going on with him. Yeah, but my wife is leaving. She's leaving Friday, and so I asked her. I said, "When are you leaving? Or what time are you leaving Friday?" So I said, I could delay the show or something, so I could see you off. And she goes,
right.
She said, "No, I'm leaving early." I said, "What do you mean early?" I said, "What, like 7, Mm-hmm. And she goes, "No, like 3." And I go, "Oh,
holy shit.
Where's she flying out of?
St. Louis." And she got an early morning flight, so they're going to leave. I think the flight's taking off at like 5 o'clock or something.
Son of a bitch.
Wow. Yeah.
Fly out of Springfield, man. It flies direct to Dallas. And it's free parking.
Oh, it costs more than
it costs a lot more to fly from Springfield, fly out of Springfield to Corpus. Yeah. So she'll fly from St. Louis, and the whole thing is there was no enough days. Like if you buy your flights in enough advance, they're cheaper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, of this, it was already expensive enough because of the soon amount. You know what I mean?
Is she going for a funeral?
No, it's not for a funeral. It's
okay. If you're flying on a rush for a funeral, you show the airline the death notice or the obituary, and they will give you a break on the price because it's so so little in advance.
Yeah, but it's family reasons that she's going. Okay. She's just got to get down there. So
yeah,
I know my
flight
mom
was
was telling me
early.
she was supposed to, she was supposed to go to San Diego over Mother's Day. Of course, she couldn't go because she's body's all broken. And she said
Did she
had to go
lose
all
the
the time.
ticket? Did she lose the ticket or get
well,
the
she
money
said
back?
she's trying to get their money back, but she said it's Steven, they just give me a goddamn run around.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to deal with airlines, to get a
Yeah.
deal, because they screw you over.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, what do you do? I don't fly much. Maybe after all this, at the next surgery, I might. In a few years, I might fly some places, but I'm not a big fan of flying.
I'll tell you, I don't mind flying. I'll tell you, of all the forms of transportation, Pablo, I hated the bus. I tried to take a bus from Chicago to Milwaukee. It was the most painful experience of my life. My fat ass, I had to turn sideways just to walk down the fucking aisles. And then when you sit in the seat,
then you're all scrunched in the
molded.
seat, right? Yeah.
So I have to sit in the middle of two seats, right where the hump, because they're molded seats, right over the hump is running up the crack of my ass.
I'll tell you what's good travel is the train.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I have heard from people who have taken the carts. They get us like a sleeping cart in the train. And when my in-laws would come visit us, they would take a sleeping car from Corpus Christi, Texas. They would get an Amtrak and they would take it all the way from Corpus, and they'd go through San Antonio and Austin and all these different cities, and they would sleep in a car and they would have the time of their life.
Yeah, and that'd be the way to go because, even on a long flight on an airplane, you can get up and move around, but where are you going to go? There's not that much room. The bathrooms on airplanes are tiny. On a train, you can get up and wander around. You can go to the dining car, and the bathrooms.
My father-in-law would go down to the car and get some drinks, and then they had a dinner, and there's a whole thing that they would do on this car. And then they would go back, and then he would go into other places and play poker with people. And
you can sit at a full-size table and play a card game while you're looking out the window at the scenery. And the bathrooms you can actually get into.
And then when they wanted to go to bed, they'd go back to their room, have a late night snack, and go to sleep. And next thing you know, they'd wake up, be in another town. Or and it was crazy. It would take so many days to get here, but they loved it.
Yeah, but it was not a stressful trip either. It should be a nice, relaxing ride.
I hear how nice it is. It just takes a while. The quickest way to get places are flights, but flights are very cramped.
Yeah. They're trying to maximize the profit.
Yeah. And so I have not been on a flight for, I think the last time I was on a flight was maybe one of the radio conventions. So it was maybe 2005. I think it's the last time I was on. I think the last time I flew was 2005. Come to think of it, and it was first class. I love the first class flight, but it's still cramped. Even first class was not comfortable. So, but my wife had to get a flight and there wasn't a lot of time, so it's very expensive. And
it's just like hotels. The closer to your date you book, the more they charge you.
Yeah.
Hotel prices change on a daily basis.
I don't know, but once I lose weight, I'll probably take a vacation somewhere. I'd like to take a vacation. Yeah. And I used to drive for vacation. Mm-hmm. But now I just don't see how I do that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I prefer not to drive anything over 12 or 14 hours, I would much rather fly because I don't want to have to stop overnight.
Yeah.
Except for the last time we went to Phoenix, we just drove it straight through 26 hours. Or was it 28 because we took a wrong turn? I don't know.
It's like, I'd rather get on a flight for 4 hours and land in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a San Diego or something like that. You know what I mean? And then you're okay. Rather than have to drive 20 some odd hours. And that's just ridiculous. Yeah. So I definitely can endure a 4-hour flight if need be. But that's like when I lived in New York, we'd fly to O'Hare and it was like an hour flight.
Right.
It was super fast. So, just depends on where you're going.
Yep.
But when you're as fat as I was, there was nothing fun about flights.
No.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a smaller array.
When I was married, my mom had to pay for 5 seats.
Yeah.
2 for my wife, 2 for me, and 1 for the kid.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow.
And airlines are chintzy when it comes to that. If you are a larger guest, they're going to make you pay for 2 seats.
I've never had to pay for 2 seats, but like I said, last time I flew was 2005.
Corey says Southwest will give you a free upgrade to 2 seats if you're a larger guest.
Upgrade you. It costs more.
Yeah, but most airlines will just give you, you're going to take up 2 seats, you're going to pay for 2 seats, which I think is stupid.
Well, last time I flew was United, I think. I was a first class flight, so because it wasn't Southwest doesn't do first class.
No.
So I think it was United or something. And the first class was nice, but sure seemed like a lot of money. I didn't pay for it, but sure seemed to cost a lot of money for first class, which wasn't,
And on some airlines, first class is really not that much different than everything else. You might get a bigger seat with more leg room, but
no, I have flown private before, and private flight's pretty nice. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll's on jet now.
Oh, good God.
Can't go a single show without talking about Jelly Roll.
I'm sorry, who did you just use as your reference for someone wealthy and who was that person again?
Jason D. Ford, Jelly Roll.
Good Lord. Jelly Roll. I would rather go to prison than be in a private plane with him.
He's already been in prison. He's
I could not
felon.
imagine. Who was his roommate in prison?
I don't know. No, the roommate in prison. His roommate in prison. His name was Donut Hole.
Well, now we just learned something about his prison stay.
Mm-hmm.
His roommate in prison was called Donut Hole.
Yeah.
yeah. There's a video.
Mm-hmm.
Is that guy still in jail or is he out?
Oh, I don't know. He's probably out.
Donut Hole was licking Jelly Roll's long john.
Did he become famous by being Jelly Roll's prison roommate?
I think he did. Didn't he? See, Jelly Roll was more of a Judy. He was in prison from 15 to 20, I think. If I remember right.
I'll be damned.
15 to 22, something like that.
I don't know. Good for him.
I thought it was funny when he was testifying. I mean, it wasn't funny, but it was funny. Listening to him testify as a Senate congressional thing on fentanyl. Let's talk about how he was a chemist and all that.
A chemist in the way Steve was a chemist.
Yeah.
Is that what he went to jail for?
I did that fucking thing. I did that fucking search. That search Holly showed me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the unclaimed property.
Did you claim the money?
Only thing I have to do is I have to find. I'm pretty sure maybe my disability papers. I have to find something with that address on it, dated for that time frame, which is like 2 years, and send it to him, and they'll send me $98 is what I have.
Oh,
I have $5 from CVS and $88 from He does eBay or something. Unclaimed.
Wow.
Look at that.
I'm just trying. I gotta go through some old paperwork, and I'm almost certain that my disability papers have them because that's when I got disability. When I
Look
lived
at
in
you.
45 Brian Duco.
And you'll get the money back that you're owed.
Yeah.
Way to go, Steve. And thanks to Holly for sending that.
Yeah. Thank you,
That
Holly.
was from,
Thank you.
Treasurer Mike Frericks. Illinois Treasurer Mike Frericks set up that program for people to get money back that they're owed. By the way, I was owed nothing. Yep.
All right. There we have it.
I'm going to request that from Steve.
I was gonna be a real dickhead yesterday. I was gonna chime Christina 45 cents. And she's 45 years old.
Such an ass.
He would have gotten his truck back in 45 parts.
Here's your hood. Here's a
some,
fender.
some assembly required.
I think my wife and I sent Christina a Chime birthday gift.
Yes.
We were debating on whether to send Chime or an Amazon gift card. And I was like, oh, God, I don't know. Who knows? Last time I sent her the Walmart gift card, that seemed to be, I thought that was a pretty good thing, but I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walmart gift cards were wonderful.
yeah, because people just get whatever they want from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And you just send it to
Walmart
someone's
has
email
everything.
address.
But yeah, I got a very nice gift. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Gonna probably buy a bird feeder or something. Flowers. Something for the yard.
Buy some birth control. Buy
Some
some,
what?
buy some birth control with the gift I sent you.
Yeah, because you're going to need it. Those tiny condoms are expensive.
Oh, good Lord. The little finger.
Buy some birth control.
Birth.
My
Birth.
God.
Oh, good Lord.
Steve's never used a condom.
Yes, he has. Gutter balls condoms.
Yeah, he's used one once.
He got it out of the bowling alley vending machine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he masturbated.
He masturbated in it. Yeah.
We did hear that story. That's what he did with condoms, which made no sense, by the way. Just a waste of a
I like
condom.
the feel on my penis.
Can we not explain it? Can we just skip that part?
When I was young, I used condom every time. Because growing up in the 80s, you were so afraid of AIDS. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
AIDS was an immediate death sentence. Use condoms or you're going to get AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used a condom every time.
If you unroll a condom all the way, there's a serial number around the end of it. I guess you've never had to unroll yours that far.
Oh. Wow. You're such a dick.
I think I've heard that joke since the mid 80s now. I think about it. Yeah, but starting in the 80s is when I first had sex. Every time I had sex was with, the first time I don't think it was a condom the first time. But then I think every time after that there was condoms involved until I got married. Thank God. Now I haven't used a condom for 30 some odd years. Thank God.
Steve is stuck in permagiggle. We're losing him.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is just the opposite. My first experience was with a condom, and then after my first sexual experience, from then on, I've never had a condom.
I think the sensitivity, I think the condom helped with the sensitivity of it. You know what I mean?
Meaning it desensitized you so you lasted longer?
Yeah.
They make them that are the extra sensitive ones that are made with a thinner material, so you get more sensation.
Well, I'm just saying, I think that I was better with the condom than without.
Yeah.
Of course, my wife, really, really attractive. And I was really turned on by my wife. So, you know, that could have made it last quicker too. But you know what I mean? I think, like even those times where you end up going several times in a night, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Like
we
when you
wouldn't know.
first-
We haven't had those yet.
No.
Well, I'm just saying, like when we would get together, you know, I remember we would, it would be several times a night, and it would seem to last longer, you know.
Yeah.
Each time. I'm just trying to remember when I was actually good at sex. So
we don't know about the several times a night thing yet. I mean, it's
One and done.
yeah, and then stop touching me for about 24 hours. Leave me alone.
well, once you get to, I mean, that's how I am now.
Battery's got to recharge.
But I think I could, like just a few years ago, I could still in one night handle, you know, 2 or 3, you know, and I think if given a chance, I could do that again. But I have not, you know, I have not been given the opportunity.
Yeah, you need to practice.
Yeah. To move up to it. Because now it's like, you know, my wife's like, all right, you're done. You know, I'll tell you when to shower next time. You know what I mean?
Right?
Look at Steve. Steve is getting so much enjoyment out of this conversation.
He is enjoying this way too much. A minute ago, he was trying to look at everything but the camera because you know what he's thinking. He's visualizing this whole thing in his head.
Oh,
Look at him. We're losing him.
mm-hmm.
I could not imagine that marriage of his with that beast he was married to. Oh,
Ew.
No.
You'd have to slap her thighs and ride the waves in.
well, the beast, he said she never showered. Remember, he said she never showered. I could not imagine. Oh, my God.
You have to sprinkle her with flour just to find the wet spot.
Oh, good Lord.
Probably my bestest was Sonny.
Sonny was the prostitute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we didn't actually have intercourse.
You had no intercourse.
No, we had oral. I didn't give her oral. She gave me oral. And then she left. So,
Oh, that was your best sex ever?
Underwater.
You came, she went, it was all over.
well, no, I did use my fingers and her. I begged her, climb on top, and she wouldn't do it.
She's like, no, your finger's big enough.
Or her husband wouldn't allow her to.
Yeah. The guy downstairs waiting in the car said no.
The guy waiting to rob you said no. That's not how it's going to work. Oh, well. TJ says, Steve looks like he wants Ray to draw a picture of Ray and his wife having sex. No, Ray's not drawing pictures.
No whiteboard. No.
My last nude picture was of Steve.
That's almost like it looked like when they're having sex. Only my back was arched the other direction.
Yeah. And you need to make his balls hang out more. That sack is way too short.
That was my nude picture of Steve.
How would you know?
Because we see him fucking tripping over him when he's trying to walk.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I don't know. So, Christina, you celebrated your birthday yesterday. but you're celebrating again on Saturday.
Yeah, that's the official celebration.
Well, some people get a whole month.
Dinner and listen to the band afterwards, and
Yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll probably have Gabriel with us, so we're gonna have to find like one of those children's high chairs and duct tape his ass into it, stack him in the corner.
Stick him in the corner. Don't do that. We'll just go stick him in some random table.
I'm sure
Sounds
Gabriel's
great,
going to be
kids.
great.
No, he will be. He's a good baby.
He starts acting up, I'll just wave the duct tape roll at him. He'll calm
And
right
he knows
down.
got to be quiet.
Yep.
We'll just sit him next to Steve.
Did you guys see that Paris Hilton, you know, I'm not sure why she's famous, but the famous Paris Hilton, she wore a prosthetic baby bump
Oh Lord.
for her pregnancy, but she wasn't pregnant. She hired a surrogate to carry
Really?
yeah. So
Yeah.
she and her husband, I'm not sure, how do they do that? They took an egg from her, right? Is this how surrogacy works? I'm not sure, but somebody
Mhm.
correct. They take an egg from a woman, and then they take the sperm from the husband or and then they fertilize the egg, and then they plant it in a surrogate.
Yes.
And these surrogates
And-
make a shitload of money for doing it.
Surrogates are paid money to. So there are women out there that are professional surrogates that have babies for rich people. But while a surrogate actually carried the baby, she wore a fake baby bump, and it's come out now.
Yeah, they have sympathy bellies. Usually it's for the man to wear the sympathy belly so he can kind of get the feel of what's going on with his wife or whatever. But that's what she used. She used a sympathy belly so she could kind of take some of the weight, you know?
Well, but they said she used it so that she told people she was having a baby, and she
Yeah.
Because they would go back and look
walked
at
around
all the
with a
pictures.
fake baby bump like she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't think there was anything nefarious in it? Like I'm saying that it sounds like she was looking to fool the public.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it
But
is.
you're
She's
saying
trying to
doing it
protect her own
out of-
image. Well, that's what is normally done. She was doing it to protect her own image because if she's carrying a brand new baby and people start looking back at all the previous month's pictures and she doesn't have a belly, you know, it's going to be obvious that's not hers. So she wore the bump to protect her image. You know, this is my baby. Look, here I am with a bump.
I don't know. Like, how much money do the surrogates make?
Oh,
I have no idea.
A lot.
Because these are women that, I mean, you have to admit, you see some women that are pregnant that really handle it well.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, they are physically fit and they look amazing during the entire pregnancy.
Yeah.
There are
And they
some
have-
women out there that just carry a baby well.
There are
And then
surrogacy
there are women
agencies.
out there. Then there are women out there that gain a shitload of weight and they look miserable during their whole pregnancy. And they just can't wait to get that baby out of them. You know, but these surrogates are like no big deal. But I wonder how much they get paid.
45 grand to 55 grand for a first timer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they make $55,000
Yeah.
Mhm.
basically carrying a baby to term and then
Yep.
birthing it.
Yep.
I'll be damned. And then giving the baby to whoever paid for it.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
And they have agencies where you can shop for your surrogate looking for a specific qualities and things like that. Because you know the baby's going to get a little bit of whoever carries it. So you want to make sure you're shopping for the right material.
Because I thought if it was a fertilized egg,
Mhm.
you're going to get the DNA of the people who fertilized it.
Right, but you're also going to pick up markers from whoever is carrying you because you're usurping that person's blood.
Yeah, it's true. And at least when they feed, they're feeding directly from the mother who's carrying it.
Right.
So, and isn't that? And then when you give birth, I know when you give birth that's like how some people get you can get herpes or something.
Yeah, if you pass through a disease, you're going to pick it up on your way out.
Yeah. So I know there's something that happens. Like people who get cold sores or something, they say you get that from your mother on the way out because cesarean section babies don't get that. So,
Right.
You know, I used to get bad cold sores when
I never got a cold sore.
Yeah, your mother's vagina was very clean.
I was a cesarean baby.
Oh, you're a cesarean baby. Oh, okay. Yeah. Explains why. Congratulations, Steve, on your cesarean baby.
Thank you.
You were really something.
Thank God.
I was
for
deprived.
mom's hoochie up.
I was deprived of oxygen. I know that.
Oh, I believe it.
I
believe that 100%.
I lived in an incubator for the first 6 months of my life. I was gonna die. I died once.
Look at the size of his head. Can you imagine his poor mother if he had to give birth through her vagina? Good Lord.
You're like trying to drive a semi-truck through a drain pipe.
Oh my God.
I could not imagine. Good Lord.
Well, my head had always been this size.
I am going to call bullshit on that one.
I haven't always been fat. I've always been. See, when I was born, I don't know.
Yeah, but you've always had a big head. I've seen pictures of you as a little kid. Your head's gigantic. You got a big, gigantic head.
He's got a melon head like Sean Ballett.
Yeah.
You tried to come out that woman's coochie, you'd have killed her. You just sprung her hips. She wouldn't be walking.
Oh, Lord, I can't imagine.
Mm-mm.
I mean, look at the size of that head. Good Lord.
You'd have tore her up. You would have been her last one, that's for sure. Because you would have ruined everything on the way out.
I mean, there's no way that she could have, there's no way that she could have delivered him vaginally. She wouldn't be able to walk. They had to take him through C-section. Look at the size of that head. Good Lord. Could you imagine? Oh, well.
My hoo-ha's hurt.
They probably had to cut an extra big C-section hole to get him out.
It wasn't a C-section, it was an OMG section.
I could not imagine. Good Lord. Yeah. Oh, well. Good old Steve Areno. No, I think I was a natural birth baby. I mean, you were born a long time. When did they start doing C-sections? Good Lord, Steve, you were born a long time ago, weren't you?
They've been doing C-sections, but it's a fucking open house on a prairie day.
Oh.
They've been around since Julius Caesar's time because that's what the procedure was named after, Julius Caesar.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That was named after Caesar salad.
Which was also named after Julius Caesar.
You thought the baby, the way they deliver babies had something to do with the Caesar salad?
Yes.
You actually thought it.
If I toss your salad, will you give birth by cesarean?
Oh my god.
Well, you are something else. That's what you thought. You thought it had something to do with the salad. Good Lord.
Wow. Amanda says her son Ben was 9 pounds 7 ounces and got stuck on the way out.
Oh,
I don't see how he's getting stuck. I mean,
If he said,
Jason-
well,
Jason's big old hog leg should have left plenty of room for the kid to get out.
the big old hog leg should have left some escape room in there.
Yeah, the kid probably could have got up and walked out without bumping his head.
Oh my god.
oh man.
Poor
Oh.
Ben. So did they have to go in and get him, Amanda?
Yeah, Jason said his shoulder got stuck on the
They
way out.
just left him there.
Well, he's stuck. Fuck it, leave him there.
I'm just saying, did they have to C-section and go pull him out the other way or whatever? I don't know.
No, the doctor actually has to reach in and grab and compress and pull the child out.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'll be damned. Damn. I could not imagine what they had to do with getting Steve out. Good. Look at the size of that. Oh, and it's Sean Balint. You guys ever seen Sean Balint's head? Good Lord, that head's gigantic.
You have to look at it twice to see it all.
I could not imagine. I could not imagine.
There's no way in hell he was vaginal birth. He had to have been cesarean.
He had to be, right?
Because they'll do what's called an episiotomy, where they snip and make the
Yeah, they
birth
snip.
canal.
They snip. Yeah, we know what the episiotomy is.
Yeah, they would have had to cut her from the tip of the vagina past her asshole just to fit that kid's head out. So I bet he's cesarean.
I'll be damned. Yeah. I used to like to go to the strip club. You go to the strip club and you see the dancers with the episiotomy scars.
Yeah.
That way you knew you were at a classy strip club.
My God.
Okay.
And then you have the dads that are in the birthing room, and after the episiotomy, they're like, "Could you throw a couple extra stitches in that? Tighten it up a little bit."
My wife got the C-section and they found a growth. She had a tumor that was next to it was bigger than Bella.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they pulled when they cut her open to get my daughter out. She had a tumor that had grown that was bigger than the baby. Because they pulled the tumor out, it freaked me out. I'm like, oh my god! Because I thought, whoa, was it twins? Well, what is that? Then they told me it was a tumor. I was like, oh my god, it's a mess, whatever that is. So you know what I mean? It was crazy. So yeah, and then the doctor said it's actually quite common. And I go, what? She says, yeah, it's quite common. I go, oh my god, look at that. She goes, at least she had this. She goes, because she had the C-section, we were able to take it out.
Oh,
She goes, women who give birth vaginally, we have to go and cut out. When we realize that they have a growth like this, we have to go in and cut it out anyway, which is crazy. Yeah. Oh well. Irene's talking about
eggs for breakfast.
that what Dan said is called the husband stitch. She says doctors refuse to give husband stitches. I did not have to ask for any husband stitch. No husband stitch required. Yeah. and still like new.
Well, yeah, because you never use it.
Yeah, I know. I use it a lot, but I'm just saying, it's still like new.
You can't stretch it out if you're never in it.
Yeah, it's still like new. It's
Got that new vagina smell, does it?
yes. Yep. By the way, I put up a picture last night of my dog. Did you guys see it on Facebook?
Yes.
I put up a picture of my dog who he's having trouble walking. There's something wrong with him. So I put up a picture of my dog. And when my wife, she goes, "Oh, I got to take a picture." And I go, "Why?" She goes, "He looks like a baby seal."
He does.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the picture. Do you think does he look like a baby seal?
Yes.
My wife took the picture because she said he looked like a baby seal.
He did. He did exactly like one.
Look at him. He just collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
He loves Christina, though, that dog.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you stop by, doesn't he always bark? Doesn't he always want you to take him out and stuff?
Yep.
He didn't like me. He
Walking down
barks
the
at me.
street and back.
Yeah.
Can you blame him?
I'd bark at you too.
Yeah. But does he bark at you, Dan?
He doesn't bark at me when I come in with her.
Yeah. But he
But if
gets
I'm-
excited. Like when Christina stops by, he gets excited.
Yeah, if I'm by myself, he'll bark at me.
He does
Yeah,
it.
very, very weird. But that's my boy Chester.
Hmm.
I have to somehow. My wife says, she goes, "You're not allowed to kill our dog when I'm gone." What do you mean kill the dog?
No feeding him a bunch of shit.
I'm like, what? You think I'm going to kill the dog? How am I going to kill the dog?
Like you had plans for it. Let's see, Monday workout, Tuesday do the shit, Wednesday kill the dog. You know,
Yeah, no, I'm not planning on killing a dog.
Maybe we better bring Chester here while she's gone.
no, the cats would kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how many times he has to go out to pee a day, and how many times I'm going to take him, and then my daughter's boyfriend is going to stop by so many times a day, so he'll be able to take him out when he comes by.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to arrange. I'm trying to arrange grocery delivery and stuff like that. Like if I run out of groceries, if I buy some, do I use Instacart or do I be like Steve and just buy them and have Christina go by Walmart?
I use Christina cart.
Literal cart. It's pretty
What?
sad that you had to buy me a cart to haul his fucking groceries.
We might be using that cart when we go over to Ray's because I'm going to bring my saw and I'm going to cut up a lot of those branches and haul them to the curb. Because there's still a huge pile of branches in your backyard. And some of
They're
those
supposed to
branches,
come
they
in
cut them
20.
off the tree but left them hanging in the tree. So I'm going to try to get those out.
I think that the management company that we pay all this money to every month, I think they're coming to pick them up because my wife has been
That's-
calling them.
The 20th.
My wife has
Yeah.
been calling them, telling them, "Hey, pick these branches up." And she says, "As much money as we pay you guys wouldn't believe what my rent costs." She goes, "As much money as we pay you guys a month, you send somebody over to pick up those goddamn branches." So
Yeah,
I know they're coming out here, and they gave her a date.
Your neighbor has to love it because the branches are piled right up to the edge of the yard.
Yeah. So I think they're coming to get the branches on a certain date, but I don't know what the date is. Christina probably knows more than me.
Yeah.
'Cause I have listened whenever
You're supposed to be there Monday. So we'll
Oh, okay.
Well, if they don't
Yes.
get them, I'll come.
It makes it
I'll
quite
told-
difficult to cut the grass, so they better come get them.
So she told you so that
Mhm.
you'll notice
Yeah.
whenever you go. All right, that's why I figured. That's what I figured that she'd tell Christina.
And no point in telling you.
Yeah, because I never go back there.
Yeah.
I let the pets out back, and then I see Chester rifling through the grass, rifling through. But then my wife showed me pictures. He's trying to eat berries or something. I don't know what the hell. There's a bunch of wild berries growing out there.
Yeah, you have wild strawberries all over your backyard. I
Which I
noticed
didn't
when I
even
was
know
cutting the grass.
I
Yeah.
did. So you cut over the strawberries, or
No, I left them.
oh, I don't know how that works, but
I mean, you can eat them. They're just
Oh, you
really
can eat 'em.
tiny. They're real tiny. They don't get very big, but they're all over the yard.
They're about the size of raspberries, and they completely surround your patio.
wow, I didn't even know that. How do you? I didn't know. We never planted anything. like
They're
that.
all along the back fence.
Yeah, somebody probably planted some a long time ago, and they just spread on their own.
I'll be damned.
Because birds will come and pick the berries and then crush them to get the seeds out, and then drop whatever's left, and that's how they spread.
It gets in their poop.
Yep.
Poop too.
Yep.
Seeds get in their poop.
Whose poop?
The bird poop.
Bird poop.
Oh,
Haven't you ever get in your car and seen a big old splatter of bird poop that's got seeds in it from whatever berry they've been
Purple bird shit.
Yep.
eating? Yeah. From eating the fucking blackberries and shit.
Yep.
and that's how that's how they grow
Yeah.
That's how you
From car
fertilize
accident.
seed.
from cars hitting bird poop. They spread it.
Oh,
be
cars
damned.
do. The birds poop on the cars.
By the way,
And
yeah.
if you take your car to Recon Tech, they can clean the bird poop
Oh,
off.
here we go. Thank you. Yes, Recon Techs will clean off bird poop. Thank you. They do a great job. Call Derek
Yeah.
670-1132. All right, let me apologize because
To recon text.
no, I want to apologize to everybody because Christina pointed out about what I forgot to do last night.
See, when I'm not around, shit doesn't happen.
I didn't. We did the show last night. We did the show, the concession stand, and I thought it was a great episode. Except we unfortunately ran out of time at the end of the episode, and I couldn't. My expert could not.
Wow.
Oh, again?
Yes, yes.
Man,
Fucking
so
amazing. It's
unfortunate.
But it was a great show. But here's what I didn't do. I didn't send out the scholarship link. I put the actual address in there, but I didn't click the little arrow thing to send it.
Mhm.
And so the scholarship link did not go out. So I finally did it last night around 10 o'clock. I sent out the scholarship link. So I'm sorry for people who watched, who ended up watching the concession stand, several hours after it aired. I should have sent the link out live, but I screwed up. So please forgive me. That was my mistake.
Did he just admit that he screwed up?
Calendar.
I screwed up though because of Christina.
Oh, no, no.
Should have been there,
You're not blaming me.
or should have ensured that Jason was aware of what was going on, so he could have sent the link out. But that's all right. I will cover for her and take the blame.
Good Lord.
Thank
So
God
I
you can't blame
apologize.
me.
I apologized last night that the scholarship link was not sent out. However, tonight's show, Stainless, will be properly done, and the
Yes.
scholarship link will be sent out.
Who
And
gives a shit?
I
about
will
that
be
shit?
there.
will Jason send out the Patreon for Stainless, or has it already been set up?
They should have already been set up.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
I don't know.
In theory, that's how it should work. She sets up the broadcast. Jason sets up the Patreon in advance because we don't have access to the Patreon site.
Yeah.
So when
So
something happens, if you can't, God forbid, you get sick or Jason's late or just something happens, our ass is covered.
Okay, good. Well, Irene says, is Stainless permanently moved back to Wednesday? No, it moved because Gabriel had a special thing last night, so we switched.
Yep.
But Stainless is a Tuesday staple. We just switched for 1 week last night.
Yeah.
So tonight, Stainless will be in its entirety at 7 p.m.
Steve's favorite show.
Steve loves Stainless.
We love pissing him off.
I don't see how we piss him off, though. We're just, you write down the things that he says, and I repeat them.
Well, when they come out of his mouth, I guess they don't sound all that bad. But then when we go and,
Point it out.
How what he
bring it up
says,
again.
he's like, oh, shit.
When I intentionally take it out of context and talk about it,
Yeah.
Or when you play clips of Steve. Or when you play clips of him saying what he says, it seems to really piss him off.
Yeah, it does. I love
I
it.
just want to promote the show now. Stainless is very fun. If you've never watched Stainless, I highly recommend watching it.
I would recommend gardening for Susan.
So watch it tonight. I might watch while playing MLB. I might watch. I played Steve last night and beat him. I started going back to the games that Steve and I played, and I'm just resetting them so we could play again.
Oh, wow.
wow.
The bad sad thing is, Ray, is you're the only one I have fun playing with. I thought the game we had was a great game.
I thought it was a great game last night.
I know. I could tell when you were.
Didn't I win it by only one run? I thought it was a great big game.
And then I turned around and played somebody like I played the fucking Rangers right after I played you. He beat me 9-1. I just can't fucking. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, Steve. I played the Mets. Okay. When you play the Mets, just take. Same with you, Dan. When you guys play the Mets, just take.
Okay.
Oh,
I played him last night. He threw 18 walks.
Holy
He's
shit.
afraid to put it in the zone. That's what it is.
He walked 18 batters. I've never seen anybody throw that many walks in an MLB The Show game. This guy was throwing ball after ball. He walked 18 batters.
Wow.
Once the bases get loaded, he starts throwing some more strikes, but
but then
that meant it was in the zone for me to hit, so I was crushing him.
Yeah.
So when you play the Mets, just take.
You'll play, yeah.
Just take until there's 2 strikes, because he'll throw a lot of balls.
I played Steve the other night and turned it into a pretty good game. I actually had him. It was 4-0 in the 6th or 7th inning before you managed to get a run.
Yeah.
I want to play you, Dan. I want to play you.
Well,
let me know when you're on.
I have some work to do in the shop today, but I'll be on later.
I just send a text and I'll get on there and play. I'd love to play against you.
You know what pisses me off?
What?
It's just like yesterday. You texted me and said, "Hey," you said, "Hey, jump on. We'll play a game." I go, "Okay, cool." So I jump on, and we just start a fucking game, and then everybody starts saying to me, "Hey, you want to play? Hey, you want to play?" I'm in a fucking game.
Well, you're lucky because when I sign on to the game, there'd be 9 fucking people lit up, and I'll send requests to all of them, and nobody will answer.
They're probably all playing each other.
All 9
It's
people.
hard.
How
It
are
is
9
hard.
people going to be all in a game?
No.
It's very hard when you because you're an Xbox guy and the rest of us are PS5.
Yeah.
And there's a special way you have to answer.
So he can't see our chat room that we have.
Well, no, but you have to actually. You've got to click on your I don't know what the button is. You got to click to where it says game challenges and inbox and all that stuff. And in the game challenges is where his request shows up.
Okay. Okay.
So just let me know, Dan, when you're in, and I'll send you a request, or I'll be looking for the request you sent me, and we'll play.
I will do that.
All right. Well, I guess it's we should probably wrap it up. I just looked at the time. Good Lord.
Good Lord.
Yeah. All right. So Stainless is tonight at 7:00, guys. Great show. If you're a subscriber, you're gonna love Stainless. Trust me.
Yep.
And if you're not a subscriber, why not sign up? You can get 7 days for free right now. Go to morningdisaster.net, and at least get a free subscription so you could watch the show. And Stainless is tonight. And it's only $5 a month. $5 a month or $10 a month for tier 3. It goes up to $20 a month. So I think you'll love our subscriber. I really do. I love the people who subscribe. They love the material they get. You get Daily Disaster every day. You get a classic episode every day. Well, if you're tier 5, you get one every day. But if you're tier 3 gets, I think, 2 or 3 a week. And tier 1 even gets a couple of classic podcasts per week. So for $5 a month, you can get Stainless, Concession Stand, Friday show, Saturday show, and 2 classic podcasts plus Daily Disaster every day. That's for tier 1. Tier 2, you get the Thursday show, and you get 3 classic podcasts. And think about it. So just go to morningdisaster.net and at least get a free subscription. Try it for 7 days if you want. All right. Go to morningdisaster.net. And thank you so much for listening to our show today. Check out Dan and Christina with Stainless tonight. And remember, it won't be long before we're going to have you break into Steve's house in order to win prizes. It's coming up very soon. Thank you all for checking us out today, and we'll see you tomorrow.